Hello, everyone. Jacob here, bringing you news that is sure to shake up the expectations of all San Francisco 49ers fans. The team, once one of the NFL's biggest powerhouses, had a disastrous 2024 season and is now on the brink of a major turnaround. But the big question remains, could the solution be right in front of our eyes? What if I told you that the 49ers might bring in two defensive giants to completely change the game? That's right, we're talking about a potential blockbuster trade that could strengthen the defense and push the team back to the top of the league. In this video, we'll dive into the possible move that could transform the team's defense and what it means for the franchise's future. Could this trade put the 49ers back in Super Bowl contention as early as next season? And there's more. We'll analyze the strengths of San Francisco's defense, the struggles of the 2024 season, and how adding new players could be the key to success next year. Don't miss out because you're about to get all the inside details. But before we get started, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything on this journey. Now, let's talk about it in this edition of San Francisco 49ers News. 2024 was a year of ups and downs for the 49ers, but the lows hit hard. With a disappointing 6-11 record, the team finished at the bottom of the NFC West, one of the most competitive divisions in the NFL, which was a tough blow for all fans. Injuries were a major factor, especially on defense, where star players like Fred Warner and, of course, Nick Bosa struggled with physical issues throughout the year. The 49ers defense, traditionally one of the league's strongest, simply couldn't keep up, resulting in a frustrating season. Finishing last in the division only increased the pressure for change. Injuries didn't just affect individual performances. They also disrupted the team's ability to adjust during games. There was a lack of consistency, and it showed. But as always, challenges bring opportunities, and the 49ers now have a unique chance to reinvent themselves. The good news is that the team is already working on improving the roster and finding new defensive solutions. And this is where an exciting proposal comes in: the possible arrival of Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa's older brother, to further strengthen the defensive line. If there's one player who has continued to shine on this defense, it's Nick Bosa. Even with all the injuries affecting the team, he managed to stand out and showed individual improvement. His pass rush win rate increased by 3%, which is a good sign, but it's still far from the elite level he and the 49ers defense have reached in the past. This is crucial in understanding what the 49ers are missing: more support for Bosa. When he doesn't have the necessary help from other defenders, it becomes much harder for him to dominate. And that's exactly what happened in 2024. The numbers show that despite Bosa's efforts, the 49ers defense couldn't maintain its usual level of efficiency in pass rush situations. Their pass rush win rate dropped from 43% to 41%. This might seem like a small difference, but in such a competitive league, every percentage point matters. This decline signals that the team needs a defensive overhaul, particularly in the pass rush department. And that's where bringing in a player like Joey Bosa could be the key to turning things around. Just imagine the pressure these two could put on opposing quarterbacks together. So, what can the 49ers do to reinforce their defense? The first and most obvious strategy is giving Nick Bosa the support he desperately needs. But beyond that, adding Joey Bosa could profoundly change the team's defensive dynamic. Pairing the two brothers with their complementary skill sets could create an unstoppable defensive line. Joey Bosa has an impressive track record, having been selected to the Pro Bowl 5 times. Even though he hasn't been as dominant in recent seasons due to some injuries, his presence on the field is undeniable, and he remains one of the most dangerous players in the NFL. His impact cannot be underestimated. From a tactical standpoint, this addition could change how the team approaches its opponents. With both Bosa brothers playing side by side, the 49ers could diversify their quarterback pressures, making it much harder for opposing teams to neutralize their pass rush. This would also allow other defensive players more freedom to make key plays, as offensive lines would be forced to focus heavily on containing the Bosa duo. Additionally, Joey Bosa's leadership would be a perfect complement to Nick's young talent, creating the ideal synergy to further strengthen the defensive line. The big takeaway here is that bringing the Bosa brothers together on the 49ers defense is a game-changing move that could reshape the entire NFC landscape. This pairing has the potential to be the catalyst for a major team resurgence. Which brings us to another important factor: Joey Bosa's contract situation. He currently has a $135 million deal with the Chargers, but in 2025, he enters the final year of his contract. This makes him a prime trade candidate, and the 49ers have the perfect opportunity to make a move. The expectation is that the Chargers, who are dealing with salary cap constraints, might be willing to trade Joey Bosa, especially if it helps them secure assets and relieve financial pressure. This possibility makes the 49ers' defensive future look even more promising. Bringing in Joey Bosa could be the missing piece that helps the team reclaim its spot at the top of the NFC, and even push them back into Super Bowl contention. Imagine a defense featuring two of the best pass rushers in the league. That would undoubtedly shift the balance of power in the NFC. Now, with this major trade possibility on the table, what does it mean for the 49ers' future? If the trade happens, the 49ers would have a revamped, stronger, and more reliable defense. This could be the boost needed to put the team back in serious contention in the NFC, allowing them to compete on equal footing with teams like the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Furthermore, Joey Bosa's arrival could elevate the team's confidence, positioning them as a top contender for the coming seasons. And let's not forget the other roster changes being planned to address the weaknesses exposed in 2024. This strategic move could ultimately lead to a complete transformation for the 49ers, making them more competitive, solid, and prepared to fight for another championship. The question now is, will the 49ers take this bold step and go all in on immediate success? For me, Jacob, this potential Bosa brothers reunion is more than just a player trade. It's an opportunity to rebuild the team. The NFL is constantly evolving, and a move like this could represent a massive leap forward for the 49ers. Of course, every trade involves risks, but the chance to transform the defense by adding Joey Bosa alongside Nick is something that cannot be ignored. Could this be the moment when the 49ers finally find the key to reclaiming their spot among the NFL's elite? I truly believe this could be the move that brings them back into Super Bowl contention. So, what do you think about this possible trade? Should the 49ers go all in on this defensive powerhouse duo, or should they focus on other areas of the team? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and share your opinion. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on everything about the 49ers and the NFL. See you in the next video, 49ers Nation.